Que bueno mi gente, Calix Boxing here. Hit that sub button for nightly boxing videos. Wanted to do a quick response video and join a dialogue and do a response video to Mr. Boxing Today 2, who threw out the idea of instant replay in boxing. He wanted to see it become a staple in boxing, which I would be down with. I'd be down with. However, there would have to be stipulations. Boxing has an advantage when it comes to this, being that for every 3 minutes of action, you have a 1 minute break. So you have a 1 minute break there to get it right. If there's something questionable, you have that 1 minute, go to the monitor, get it right. However, it can't take longer than that 1 minute, because the beautiful thing about the sport is you only have 1 minute to rest. So if you have an advantage over a guy, maybe you hurt him, maybe he's wearing down late in the fight, you don't want an instant replay to take 2 minutes and give that guy an extra minute to break to recover. You don't want that. And we know when it comes to boxing, we're not dealing with the most competent people in the world. You see how referees screw up. You see how judges screw up. And you think, yeah, adding one more guy to man the monitor and fix things would actually fix things. However, it's just one more blind mice to screw things up even more. It could be that as well. So these are things that you have to look at. Just saying that instant replay is the... and I'm not saying that's what he's saying. I'm just saying that we have to really curb our enthusiasm when it comes to instant replay, and it's not going to fix everything. It doesn't in every sport. And my problem with instant replay, especially in college football, is it slows down the sport so much. College football games are already 4 hours as it is with all the passing these days, and then you lengthen it with every questionable call. The coach doesn't even have to throw a flag anymore. Every questionable call, they go straight to the monitor. And it sometimes it takes 2 or 3 minutes, and then it stalls the game, and it's just become too long of a game. However, in baseball, a lot of baseball purists were against instant replay for years and installed it from being enacted in baseball, and it comes along and it works, and they get it done quick. So it worked for baseball, and those guys are dinosaurs. Baseball I mean, baseball and boxing were once the two sports in America, and if baseball is doing it, it's time for boxing to step up. However, you have to look at this. Like the other sports, unlike the other sports, boxing does not have a uniform body across the board. So you have to say, and I saw one of the comments under his video saying that New Jersey did something, and that's what it would have to be. It would have to be state bodies, it would have to be sanctioning bodies stepping up and say, hey, we're going to add one more person to man the monitor, and we're going to get this stuff right. Anytime there's a knockdown or a slip that's questionable, we go to the monitor and we check it. Or anytime there's a knockdown or a slip, we check it automatically during the round, and there has to be some sort of system that they get it right quick. It would be tough, or it's not easy getting it right in 60 seconds. It is not easy, and I'm sure that's what when they're looking at. I'm sure people have been looking at this for a while, and they're saying, "Man, we got to get this right in 60 seconds." That's going to be tough. And another thing is low blows, anytime there's a point deduction, they would have to go to the monitor. You have to get that right in 60 seconds. You cannot slow down the fight. It can't be 70 seconds. It can't be 65 seconds. You got to get it right. You got to get it to the judges. You got to get it to them to where they can fix their scorecards before the fight. So you really got to do it in less than 60 seconds. All right, they have to have a little bit of time to fix whatever they have to fix on their scorecards before the next round starts, because you don't want to miss in part of the round either. So a lot of things to consider here. It's sketchy. It's sketchy. You got to get it right. If you're going to do it, you got to get it right. So that being said, I'm sure they've been getting a lot of stuff wrong without having it, and they have. Look at Zab Judah versus Floyd Mayweather. For one, Floyd Mayweather, his glove touched the canvas. That was really a knockdown for Zab Judah. They missed it, and there was no going back to look at it. Had they gone back and look at it, they could have seen his glove touching the canvas, and it wouldn't have affected the result of the fight. It wouldn't have gave Zab Judah a victory by any means, but it's something. All right, maybe it gives them a little bit of momentum. Maybe it gives them confidence going on in the fight. I don't know, but these are things you have to look at, and I'd be for it. I'm for it. So I think there has to be those stipulations though. Only for certain things. It can't go for everything. Anytime there's a point deduction, you go to the monitor. Anytime there's a knockdown or a slip, you go to the monitor, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. And it would be nice for low blows as well. But once again, a lot of that stuff is questionable, and it's I don't think they'll ever get it right always. So um, you'll still have the human error there, but I'm still for it. I'm still for it. I'd like to see them start doing this in certain states and start experimenting with it, and hopefully tweaking it and getting it right to where for the big fights, for the HBO, Showtime main events, and anywhere where you have a lot of eyes on the sport, you want to get it right. So I'd be for it. And if baseball can get it right, man, like I said, those guys are dinosaurs. Those guys are stuck in their ways. If they can do it and get it right, boxing should be able to get it right and do it as well and get out of the olden time. So hit me up. Let me know what y'all think about all this. Peace.